Oh, shit. No, no, no. Sorry, but damn. You're using your claws again, buddy. Don't do that, please. That hurts. Okay? Don't use your claws. It hurts, bub. Okay? You don't like it. I don't either. Okay? Please? Please, buddy? Please? No claws? No claws? No claws? Hi, John. Hi, Tony. Cynthia, my love. How you doing? Welcome to the show. So, Martin Smith, hello. How you doing? Let's see. Nah, he's had a rough couple of days, John. I'm not going to smack him. Yeah, I don't smack critters. It's okay, bud. It's okay. Just got to be careful. But how's everybody doing? Nathan, how you doing, my friend? In fact, give me a second here. I think I'm going to give my boys some treats. Otis, welcome. Be right back, people. Oh, come here, guys. I'm here. There you go. That'll make them happy. So, hope everybody had a great day. Painting my house. Oh, I hate painting. It sucks. Shannon Dalton, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, that's one thing I never like doing. I don't like the smell of the fumes. I don't like the paint. Just, Hunter, thanks for being. I just don't like painting. It's one thing I can do without. I'd rather dig a ditch. That may sound weird, but I just hate painting. Big time. Hopefully Rob will be here shortly. Said he's going to try to be. See, great minds think alike, Cynthia. I just hate frickin' painting. It's messy. It's stinky. Mark the Berg Hunter. StreamYard, buddy. Dan B, welcome. Hey, question. I ordered one. I don't know how good they are. They seem good. Anybody use those Tech Point pulse induction pinpointers? My other one's dying, man. It can barely get a half inch. I mean, the Chinese ones are great for backup, but to use all the time, they suck. Oh, Otis. Got a needle shoved in your. Oh, I hate that. That sucks. Ugh. Mark, why don't you come on up, brother? Hey, nice do. You just wake up.
There you are.
What's
up, dude?
Kind of like you remind me of the dude.
I like
Great
the
movie.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody loved that movie. Jeff Bridges is great. I mean, how's it going?
How you been? I'm feeling great, man. How about you?
Not too bad. I was going to go to Tech-In Day. Decided to chill today and go tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I got swelling coming back in my legs. What's going on there?
Okay.
Not the pulse dive visit. I had one, Shannon. They're kind of bulky, and I sold it. Yeah, my pinpointer's dying, so I ordered a Tech Point. I don't know if anybody uses one. It's that pulse induction from Technetics.
I did at one time.
You used it once?
I used it like 5 times, and I went.
Didn't like it, huh?
It was like the F false.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, man. Every time I would stick the damn thing in the hole, yeah, and it would beep like there's something there, and I'd be digging and digging and digging. And there's nothing there. I'd pick it up and look at it. It would start beeping. Yeah. So I called John. He actually, Finders Keepers, told me about this. He said, hurry up and call the company because the first generation had this fault where the second generation didn't. So I hurried up and called him, and he goes, well, I can't help you because you have the second generation. I went, well, it's doing the same thing as the first. It can't be. Impossible. It's doing it. Yeah. So I used it for like, what, I think 2 weeks, and I got rid of it.
Well,
Now I bring it with me for people who go with me. I hand it off to them so I know they can't find crap.
Blissing Barnacles, welcome. Marty Vistrel, welcome.
Hey, guys. Got a lot
The
of
only
good
thing
people
I
in
worry
here, buddy.
About the Garrett Carrot Otis is if you buy it from the wrong place, you get an imitation out of frickin' China. Hi, Diana. And then they won't, if something goes wrong, you go try to warranty. They go, oh, this is a phony. We're keeping it. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the topic for tonight, Bill?
Tonight is giveaway. 800 subscriber giveaway.
Sweet, man. Congrats on the 800.
Thank you. I got 2 sticker packs and a thing I'm going to give away.
There we go.
One of those neck straps for holding the camera. But
okay, like what Charlie had or something like that.
Yeah, like one of those a little different from one he had. But I mean, I got like third place is going to be a buttload of stickers and a Digging with Deech pin. I mean, I got Ambient Girl, Relic Reaper, D, everybody's in here.
Ambient Girl, who the hell is that?
Yeah, that's the third place. Second
Hey,
place be the same thing with a poker chip and a 40% Kennedy half.
Nice.
And a phony $100 bill from Hollywood. Love those things. I got a few of them. But yeah, it's a Telson neck camera holder.
Wow, cool. Not yet, John. It's on my list to get out there. Believe me, buddy, it is, but I just haven't made it there yet.
Yeah, the one Charlie had, I bought one of those, and it's super heavy because it's, what do you call it? Remember the Armstrong dolls? You could twist and this and that.
Oh, yeah.
Material. And it would twist and stuff, but because of the arthritis in my hands, I had a hard time once I got it apart to clip it back together. And this, because instead of going like this one goes in from the side real easy, the other one had a pin. It had to come up under and line up straight, which was a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But anyways, this one will do GoPro, your phone. Got all the hardware with it. The only thing, if you don't have a GoPro, you couldn't mount another camera. So just, I bought an adapter to go with the kit so you can mount any camera to it.
Okay.
So that way, GoPro, any camera, iPhone, Android, whatever you want to strap around. Like I said, this is like half the way to the first one we had.
I got to get on this giveaway.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Everybody
on this one.
Be in on it. That's the one thing I just put in there. Said, I'm giving these away. You want to win them, you got to be here. So. Yeah, if you're talking about the Xterra Pro, Otis, it's jumpy everywhere. The more mineralized the soil is, the worse it seems to be. And I've heard they're working on a fix for that. So that's what I heard. Hi, Nick. How you doing?
Good.
From Del
Hey,
Quinn.
Nick.
Yes. Hi,
Shannon.
Russell. Fine.
Jonathan.
13 in the house. Yeah. But I heard they're working on a download to fix that problem with the Xterra Pro. That's what I heard. Whether when or if it's going to happen, I don't know.
Oh, Cynthia, my love.
Oh. Alice, hello. 16 in the house. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, watch out. BC Treasure Churros is here. That guy.
Jason. He passed the first test of the 12. Is that for like DUIs or something? If no, get a Knox 700. Don't go with the old 6. I mean, yeah. Plus, you got to watch what you have it set for. It's nice that it has a threshold, but I noticed the higher I set the threshold on the stinking thing, the more it jumped. So I set it right at factory 0. So, and even though it's turn on, noise cancel and go, find a spot, ground balance it, and set it to auto ground balance. It makes a big difference. It will cut a lot of the jumping around down, but it's still pretty jumpy. I mean, I understood it with the Vanquish because it's multi-frequency simultaneous. But this single frequency, man, this is jumping way too much for that. So I started messing with the settings, and it does help, but they still need to fix it. Notice even Danny says for the little bit more, the 700 is a much better deal. Yeah. And Danny got to
save up your money. Yeah.
Huh?
I was just agreeing with you guys. Just save up your money, Otis, and get the 700.
Yeah. I know Rob. He was thinking that the 6 and 800 are going to be around, but I got a feeling they're going to phase them out. Why keep those when you've got the upgraded version already out? It just, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Ryan and the twins. Hello, welcome.
To me, a lot of these metal detecting companies aren't making sense anymore. You got 3 different models of the Simplex now. Yeah, I don't know why there. And you got 4 different models of the Knox.
Yeah, and the thing with the Simplex, other than the shaft, and the high end one, it has a couple more features on it. The other 2 don't. It's basically still the same machine on all 3. That's the one that I don't get.
Yeah. I'm starting to wonder if they're thinking quantity is starting to be more important than quality.
That's what it sounds
put all
like.
These detectors out here, so look at all these things you got to buy. Look at all our options. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, Danny. The VDI jump around a lot on the Xterra.
Yep.
And then the mineralization, if you got mineralized soil, the Vanquish did the same thing, but it can pull out a target easier than the Xterra can. But I still like the Xterra because I can pick a frequency, which I really like, instead of running them all. Because multi-all at once is great, but not having the ability to kick down to just one is kind of, hampers it a bit. Yeah, the new Simplex is 15 kilohertz. I remember them saying that. BC Treasure, I run 57 kilohertz. You got a gold machine, huh? Yeah, the Ultra has more settings. Yeah, it's still freaking. It's a single frequency machine. And that's what I love about the Xterra. You got 5, 8, 10, and 15. And especially spots down here where I got a lot of decomposed granite. Run it in beach mode, it works great for that, all that mineralization. So,
Hey Brian, there's nothing you won't hear really any of us knock a bounty hunter.
no, ever. Most
No.
almost 99% of all detectors started with a bounty hunter.
I have mine sitting over there.
And I can tell you right now, I got a Tracker 4 in the closet. Got rid of my other bounty hunters, but everybody seems to keep their Tracker 4. It's just, if it's 6
Hunter,
inches or less in the ground,
thing.
if it's 6 inches or less in the ground, that thing will find it. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah. And Hunter, I had that same detector, the Mind Lab Go Find 66. I loved it because you could fold that sucker up, put it in your backpack, and you were gone.
Yeah.
The only reason I got rid of it, I wasn't a fan of the pinpoint function.
Yeah, Nick, it is. 100 GT made a great Tracker 4. But I mean, they're just a good machine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think even the cheapest bounty hunter is good.
Brian and the twins, he paid $7 for his Tracker 4. Well, it probably paid for itself.
Yeah. Hey, NorCal.
Hi, NorCal. Hi, FLX.
Yep.
Oh, they're starting to get smoking deals on the 800s new, John. But I really like the 9 to 99 BDI numbers. That spreads it out, makes it a little easier. His girl bought it for him. Cool.
Nice.
No, just Tracker 4 is a good machine. They got a real low-end digital one called the Quicksilver. You can buy for less than $100 right now on Amazon. It's got 4 modes, and you turn it on and go. And I remember seeing a guy. The only seated event I ever went to many years back in Sacramento, this guy had a table there, and he had trays of the stuff he had found. And this guy actually took a couple of the events there, and he used a bounty hunter Quicksilver. The other guys are using Garrett's and this and that. This guy was creaming them. And he had like trays of silver rings and stuff. He was selling it up, and he goes, "Yeah, this is all the stuff I found: Hot Wheels, Tootsie Toys." It's not just the machine; it's location. If you got a crap location, I don't care.
You got to know your machine.
Yeah, you got to know your machine. But I don't care if you got a Manicore, a 900,
right.
AT Pro, whatever. If you got a crappy location, it really doesn't matter what you're running.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know your machine and you got a great location, it doesn't matter what you're running. Yeah, and Cynthia, $35 for a bounty hunter and a yard sale. Yeah. Oh, I
good.
Built a bounty hunter Discovery 2200 out of parts and a mop handle one time. It worked.
Hey, Jim.
Jim Steele, welcome.
Yeah, I was down at a thrift store and I saw a old Radio Shack metal detector for $10. I didn't care if it worked or not. I snatched it up.
Yeah.
It didn't work, but still, I got it.
Yeah, Alice, you're right. People have been selling their Manicores because apparently compared to the 900, it's a little better, but it's not enough better to warrant. Whoa. The computer keeps shutting down for some reason, like it's not. You know how your phone screen will go blank if you don't touch the. Yeah, well, my computer's doing that now, and I don't know why. But people getting rid of their Manicore because getting their money back and then buying a 900 or something else. Yeah, it's because you're so used to it, John. But you get used to that 99 or a little over 100 scale. You can call the targets real easy too. Well, Nathan, that's true. The digital ones, they have crappy separation. But you get an old analog detector. I mean, that's what I love it. If you wanted to go coin shooting with like a tracker 4, you could notch everything out below pennies. And you never heard nothing but the coins. So,
Hey, Deej.
hi, Deej. Yeah, John, I know you got a lot of hours on it. That's what it takes. But once you get used to something, like the Manicore, you'll get used to the VDI numbers after a lot of hours. Hi, Dennis. No, you just got to get used to the machine.
Dennis.
I don't know about a 0 to 999, but the Discovery 3300 has a 0 to 199 scale.
Oh, I had that machine for like 2 weeks and I couldn't deal with it.
You couldn't?
I couldn't get those numbers. It drive me crazy.
Oh, well, you should have done. You could download a cheat sheet off the internet that tell you exactly what the VDA numbers were, and it was 100% on.
Oh, well,
that's what I did.
Tell me, Bill, 2 years after I get rid of it.
But yeah, that's because I thought about that too. Then I found that deal. And I got one. I tried it and I liked it, but I sold it. The only thing I didn't like about it, you could have a preset ground balance or manual.
Yeah.
And if you use the preset, you couldn't get more than 7 inches out of the machine on anything. And I hated the ground balance on it because instead of pumping it against the ground, you had to lift the thing straight out in front of you. And that sucked. Yeah. So, yeah. Nice, Deej.
Good, Deej. Congrats.
Congrats. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, I agree. I'm a firm believer on tones, but then I also rely on VDI. The tone grabs my interest. Then I do look at the VDI to give me a better idea of what it could be.
Yeah. Yeah. See, the one thing I don't like about the Xterra and the VDI, now the Vanquish, if I was getting multiple numbers all over the place, all I'd have to do is like walk around what I was detecting in a circle and then watch for the same number repeating all the way in a circle. Then I knew what I had. The Xterra doesn't do that. I can walk in a circle and it will keep changing the numbers and not hit on any one constant. So it's like, that's one thing I really don't like about it. The machine's lightweight. It's got enough features without having more than you really need. It goes deep. And the main thing I'm waiting for is the 8-inch coil to come out.
See, Danny, yeah, I agree with you about the numbers. And if the 100 GT ever says that was his idea, he's a liar. It was my idea.
Oh, Brian and the Twins. Okay, VDI on your digital machines, it'll have a scale of either -9 to 40 or -9 to 99 or 0 to 99. And those numbers basically, depending on the machine, who makes it, will tell you what's under the coil. MineLab Vanquish, for instance, or the 800 and 600. A 13 is a nickel. You get a 12, 13, 14 jumpy, it's a pull tab. It basically tells you what's under the coil. Of course, it's not always accurate, but, if it's shallow enough, it's accurate. A little deeper, they tend not to be that accurate.
Yep.
That's another thing I noticed right off. They show, because you don't get a manual with the Xterra. You got to download it on the internet, and it shows you, okay, coins here, you'll get on the, like Danny says all the time, you'll get this. After a breaking point, it goes to a VCO on everything. That I don't like, because you could have a 12-inch, say, Barber dime, but you're going to get a VCO tone instead of a coin tone or silver. Yeah, that's right, Diana.
Yeah, Brian, you can ask any questions in here. The only dumb question is the question that was never asked.
Yeah.
Or if you turn into my channel, every question I ask is stupid, but it's me.
Otis says the Xterra is a closet detector now.
I like Otis. VDI, very damn important.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, Diane. Most people, like I said, they go straight off tone or they go straight off VDI, and then there's some of us that like that mixture of both.
Yeah, I like the mixture. I can go straight
Mm-hmm.
off tone, but I do like the mixture because like I was talking pull tabs and nickels. You get the old style beaver tails, and if they've lost that tail, that thing will sound just like a freaking nickel every time.
Every time.
So you need the VDI numbers because it'll jump. Whereas if you got a nickel, 13, 13, you know.
Jim, I can't tell you on Bill's stream. Stop in Thursday night on my stream. I'll be more than happy to tell you where you can go.
Yeah, Danny, you should pick up the Xterra real quick.
Oh yeah, Brian too. And it depends on how those coins are laying. If they're like straight horizontal, man, loud and proud. But if they're on an
Yeah,
angle, then that's when it's going to throw your tone and your VDI off as well.
yeah, and especially even with analog or digital, you come in one way and you won't even hear it most of the time. So you got to come in another way. Whereas if it's flat on the ground, you're just going to hear it. Period. There you go, Alice. He uses it all no matter what detector. Yeah, that's a good policy actually to use. Because otherwise, sometimes you thought you heard something a certain way and it wasn't. So you passed it up and somebody else comes along behind you and go, look what I got.
Oh, Murray, I wouldn't exactly say my stream's X-rated.
No, not even close.
Certainly not PG. Yeah.
Right back. I got to get some coffee. Oh.
Yeah, I agree, Otis. You swing over a shallow quarter with the Legend, I don't care what volume setting you have your headphones on, it's going to blow your ears out. Hey, Pat, what's up, buddy? Oh, thank God Bill got pants on tonight.
Yeah. Next week I'll wear a skirt. But anyhow.
Okay. Hey, how did you know next week's theme for the show?
What was that, Mark?
Next week's theme for the show is dress up and drag.
Hey, why not? And you think
have you seen this in a dress? It's ugly.
Think back years ago, women weren't even allowed in the theater to perform. It was all guys dressed up as women. So.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, Dan. Yep, just cherry picking for a while. Hit all the high tones first, then I go for the lower tones or the mid tones. I'm sorry, the mid tones.
Yeah, I used to do the same. Well, I still do the same thing. If I'm in a park, get all the high tones you can, then go back through. Yeah. Unless it's really trashy, then it's like, well, just I dig everything and get it the hell out of the way.
Hey, good night, Nick.
Good night, Nick. Oh.
Yeah, actually, if I'm in a park, I'm going to cherry pick. I hate to admit it, but I cherry pick. But if I'm at like a cellar hole or I'm on a farm somewhere, I'm digging every damn thing above. Well, I'll even dig iron.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with cherry picking. I mean,
hey, Jackson. Hey, Mr. Clyde.
Yeah, the one thing I do like about trashy parks, I get some of the used to run into detectors. I don't go to that section of the park. There's just too much garbage there. Thank you. See you later.
See you later.
Yeah. So one day, one guy decided to go and do it, and 8 inches down, he found a 27 Walker. He's like, damn you. Then I couldn't keep him out of there. Oh man.
Yeah, us old guys need our naps.
But who, where? They didn't do it.
All the cherry trees I ever saw had lots of cherries. Just dig them all.
Yeah, Danny, I'm the same way. Just keep hitting it, keep hitting it, go back, and work it
Hey,
out.
Bill, Cynthia's yelling at you.
I know. I'm trying, Cynthia. I've forgotten my evening pills. I take heart meds and then I take my sleeping pills later. I took them all together and I went, oh, that was stupid.
Dan, that reminds me of a story about you getting bored for 15 minutes. I was at a park and I was swinging, and I was like, man, this is the quietest park I've ever been at. So about 10, 15 minutes later, I looked down at the machine. I had it turned off. So I had to go back all over the spot I went before to try to find something. Hey, Marlon.
What? Hi, Marlon. I had a park back home one time that I hit before and got signals, and I was just doing this area and nothing, not anything, not junk, no nothing. I was standing there looking, going, what the hell is different? What am I doing wrong? Well, it wasn't me. Then I realized I looked over at a spot where there's like a restroom and a little hill where it comes down. Going, something don't look right here. Then I realized he'd come in, put a whole bunch of topsoil, then put sod over it. So it was 8 inches of fresh dirt and sod.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. The grass was freaking really green. So I just shoved my shovel in and I got the netting that the sod's in. I went, oh, yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I must have been there 45 minutes before it dawned on me something, why am I not getting a frickin' signal?
Yep, I agree. Hey, Rob.
The only time I seen, hi, Rob, Marlon, where I like to backfill, one of the big park I used to back home, that was all acreage. They had spots where they'd bring in dirt they scraped off of some other place that the city owned and just spread it out there. So I would find the old stuff in that soil.
Yeah.
Because they just scraped it up and dumped it. And I found, wheat pennies, silver, part of a fifth wheel from an 1850 horse carriage, stuff like that. It's like right at the entrance to this park because it was all dirt brought in from somewhere else. So once in a while it works out. Most of the time, no.
That's like at the end of my street here. The one neighbor, they put a pool in, and that's where they dumped all of their fill, all of their dirt from the pool, just on the end of the dead end street. I'm just waiting for it to settle a bit. Then I'm going to go up there and hit it.
Hey, Rob.
Just typing in hi to everybody.
How's Rob tonight?
Rob is very good. We finally, after about 7 months, won at trivia tonight.
All right.
Sweet, brother.
Had a good night at trivia, huh?
We had 134 points to finish the 10 rounds, which is the best, probably one of the highest scores we've ever had. We finished in first.
Sweet.
And then the trivia question was the bonus question was a 5-parter, and it was country. You had to take 5 country stars and say yes or no whether they'd won the Country Entertainer of the Year award in the last 15 years. And I'm like, nobody in this room is going to get that. So we decided to bet no points and stay put. And 3 of us teams got it right, but none of us bet points. So we still finished first with the points we had.
Good. Oh, man.
Sorry, Bill.
Danny
I
boy,
was
I don't
swiping
worry
left.
about that.
Just get a fold up shovel, Danny, that they don't notice you carrying it till you start digging a hole. Make it look like a little one and
Founder of awesomeness. I like that, Mark.
Me too, Diana.
You would
Do
have
you
been a
want to
big
listen?
help tonight, Miss Mercury.
hi, Randy.
Hello, Orlando.
That's what
Hello, Miss
Mom
Randy.
used to call him, Rob. Mom always liked him better.
Yeah.
What's that?
Bill and I are twins. You didn't know that? He just happens to be a little bit older because I decided to stay behind in the womb after he left.
Yeah, he decided to stay back for like 13 years.
Brothers from another mother. So
Yeah.
Oh, Jim, no, I didn't know you sent an email. I'll admit,
I
I'm
never
very
got
bad at checking my email.
that's probably a good idea, Danny. Keeping one of those folding shovels in the back of your truck. That's in the trunk of the car. That's a good idea.
And Jim, I'm going to tell you and tell other people in here. My email is Expo. A lot of people, for some reason, make the X a capital. It's not. Don't make that a.
Barney.
I get that a lot. Well, it didn't go through. Did you make it a capital X? Yeah, don't. Hi, Barney. Good to see you.
Evening,
you know
wife
why,
and times
Danny?
up, Barney Taylor. Good evening, sir.
You know why
Morning,
Danny has those
good
three
morning. Yeah,
folding
I'm thinking about
shovels
my
in the
Sunday
car?
stream. Good evening, Miss Maria.
Well, you know why Danny has those three folding shovels in the back of the trunk, don't you?
So those
It's at
bodies.
least to bury his ass when he buys another metal detector.
He just bought an Xterra.
Yeah, and you see what happened with his other one, where it wound up?
Yeah. That was funny. Ow, ow.
I've got a box of $50 coming up. That it's not the box with the most silver coins I've ever found in it, but it's the box with the most 90% I've ever found in it. And there's so many silvers in there, I could almost buy the Xterra with just this box of halves.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible box.
Nice, Rob.
Oh, yeah, Jim, we saw it.
Huh?
No, I was talking to Jim Steele. Sorry, Rob.
No. And I've been to the beach. I've been to the beach the last 2 nights, Bill. I can't walk today, but I've been to the beach the last 2 nights. And my last 4 trips to the Clearwater Beach, I have, I think, 12 pieces of bling, including gold and silver.
Nice.
I don't know what she did with the Mark. I don't know what she did with the detector. I'm glad the 6-inch coil was on it. Did she throw it at him or swing it at him?
No, she kind of stuffed it where the sun don't shine. The way he's laying on the ground. Ow, ow. Alicia.
Rob, are you still in the ring competition with the Lynches? Yes, I am, Zaxxon. I think they are at 13 and I am at 10 or 11. I have to add them up, but I didn't get any rings last night. I got 3 earrings last night, but the night before I did get 2 rings. I got 1 ring last week, and then the week before that I got 2 rings. So I think I'm at 10 or 11. So I'm right there. I'm right there with the Lynches. Good morning, Miss Hot Mess Fishing. Or good. See, I keep saying good morning. Good evening. I commented on your video under the bleachers. I thought that was a brilliant idea, and then I also enjoyed. I couldn't stay for all of it because that was a marathon live stream for your monetization, but I was on for at least a couple hours of your monetization stream, and that was a lot of fun. You guys were having a lot of good time with that.
Yes, she was. But yeah, okay, people, 26 and a half. Upcoming, we have 3 prizes to give away tonight.
Now, Bill, do you need me to do anything tonight?
Pardon?
You need me to do anything tonight?
Yeah, duck races. Can you do duck races, please, Rod?
Yeah. Yep.
Just everybody that's in the chat. Jason, Detective Smith, welcome. That's what I put in my.
There's the man.
I can pull these off, but I can tell you right now, you can see how thick that envelope is. That's one set of stickers. Third place.
They worth the packs of stickers, Bill.
Second place is more stickers with a Hollywood $100 bill and a 40% Kennedy half. Looter 8, hello. But first place, somebody will get a Teleson neck mount for GoPro, iPhone, Android, or I bought an adapter to go with it. Any camera you want to mount to it. So that's first place. So that's saying thank you to all my subscribers. You know, I'm over 800, working towards 1,000. Thank you all. So we can do some duck race. I know some people are going to have to head out early because they got to work and stuff. So we'll do this now. It's 8:37. Let's do the.
I'll get it set up as fast as I can, Bill.
Okay. Jason's on his tablet. We got 31 in the house. Sweet.
Oh, Jason, Detective Smith. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah. He's had some great videos out. So.
I'm not getting notification of them. I got to go check to make certain YouTube didn't unsubscribe me.
I would, because they're doing that a lot again. Or just don't give you the notification. That's what I'm running into. It's like when people leave a notification on my videos now, I don't get it anymore. And I don't understand that, Maybe 1 out of 100 comes through. And I really hate that, to have to go back and check and go, oh crap, I missed this from 2-3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get some coffee going, guys. I'll be right back.
I just put my coffee on.
Yeah, I can't drink coffee anymore. Since I had COVID, I just lost the taste for it altogether.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
Yep. I used to love it too.
I love my coffee. You guys haven't made a comment in the last few minutes. Make sure you make a comment so you show up in the participants.
I'm going to look for it, Jim, that email. I did, Jason. I've tried so many, but I don't know what happened. I lost it. I guess I hate it. I loved coffee back in the day, but now. My go-to flavoring used to be French vanilla.
I believe I got some of that in the fridge.
There you go.
Anybody else new come in here? I got 23 in conversation, but the room says there's 29, so I'm missing 5 people. So if you haven't left a comment, just say I'm here.
Yeah, if you haven't left a comment in a while, do it now, please. Of course, I'm one in the stream that I won't be in there, so. Barney, Tony, Looter 8, Diana, Backbreaking Metal, Jason, Cynthia, Deej.
Ah, Miss Deej just came in. Okay.
Yeah. Otis, Marlon, Randy, Jim Steele,
Showing and grilling with Dan B.
Dan B, yeah, NorCal Digger.
Oh, here we go.
So minus me, you should have 28 people in there.
Okay, I got 26. So I need 2 people.
Yeah, because 20 and watching, which would be 1. Oh, Park Rat Pat and Alicia.
All right, that gives me 1 more I need.
Got Alicia in there?
Yep.
Okay. Looter 8. Oh, Fun
Yep.
with Dirt.
Ah, Fun with Dirt. That's 1.
And Just Be Cool just popped in.
I'm telling you, Bill, these people got 6 cents about the duck race.
Yeah, I know.
Jim, is that real?
It's what real?
Jim sent me an email of a gold coin necklace, $1, 1851.
Mr. Nathan is here. Dog is my co-pirate.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
Evening, Mr. Nathan.
And Riser's treasure honey just showed up. We got. You should have 31 total.
I got 30 in here, Bill, so I need 1 person.
You get Risers in there?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Give it a few seconds. Okay, people. We're going to do a duck race for 3rd place prize. Better write that on the envelope. You got yourself in there too, right, Rob?
No, I think I forgot to put Minardo in.
Did you get Mark in there?
Yes, I got Mark in there.
I think get yourself in there.
Yeah, I forgot to put Minardo in.
What about I'm Zach's son?
Got Jackson.
Oh,
Hey,
and we
Randy.
have Mike's coin digs.
Yep, I got him.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that is real, Jim.
Oh, is that what that was? Because I couldn't tell what the hell it was.
Hey, Bill, can I show that
Yeah.
necklace piece? Let me see if I can. Because I think I can do it from here. What? Click on present, right? Screen.
Here, I'll make you solo right now.
Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Well, that leaves me out.
Oh.
Well, let me see what I can do here. Yeah, just give me a minute, bud.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, okay.
There we go. It should be down at the bottom, Bill.
Oh, I didn't get that one, Jim. Nice.
Yeah, here.
Wow.
That's real. Jim says it's real. He found it in a jewelry box that was buried, but he can't get back to the jewelry box now.
Oh, crap.
And there's
Nice.
another one too he sent. Oh, no, that was it. Okay. I think that was it.
Yeah, what you sent me wasn't that, Jim.
Okay, yeah, it was just a repeat. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay. That's it, bud.
Nice, Jim.
Yeah, congrats, Jim.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, that was beautiful.
Yeah, Danny.
He said he also got a gold 25-cent coin from California that was with it. Wow.
Sweet.
Otis, shh. Nobody's supposed to see that folder.
All right, guys. It says I'm 1 short, but they're not in the chat as far as the
FLX?
I'm sorry?
Do you have FLX in there?
Yepper.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know who's not in there, but you're gonna miss out. You got Alice in Wonderland?
Yep, she's always first because it goes under Alice.
Yeah, okay. I'm Zach's son. I don't see anybody haven't already.
All right, I'm going to read these ones real quick. I got Alice Wonderland, Backbreaking, Blistering, Crazy About Mercury, Danny Boy, Detecting Smith, Cynthia Swearingen, FLX, Hot Mess, I Am Zaxxon, Jim Steele, Digging with Deej, Chilling with Dan B, Looter 8, Mayor Videos, Mark the Berg Hunter, Marty V, Metal Detecting with Randy, Mr. Diggs Tony, Mike's Coins, NorCal Digger, Outhouse Otis, Rusty Fine, Barney Taylor, 717, Tom Riley, Park Rat Pat, Fun with Dirt, Just Be Cool, Dog is My Co-Pirate, Rogers Emporium, and me, Menardo Rob.
That's all of them.
Okay.
Let's run it. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah,
Hang
good
on, I
luck.
gotta add them to the
Okay.
share screen, Monster Race, go.
Here we go.
Alrighty, we ready, Bill?
I'm ready. Somebody say go. Just say go.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Go.
Yeah, let's see. Detecting Smith takes the lead. Yep, he's getting out there. D's going to pass him. Mr. Diggs is pumping along there. Still way early in the game. Yeah. Nobody's really moving now. Wait, who's this? I can't read her name. Got a McGilla gorilla coming up there. Come on, I want to see your name. Who is it? Through there. Oh, FL Dexter's coming up as an alien. Oh, we got a dinosaur coming up. Coin Diggs.
Well, Menardo's lacking. Last time we did this
Yeah, I
race,
think,
the alien won.
I think Pat threw an elbow and knocked my thing out of the race.
Oh, Parker Pat's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. The friendliest bad guy in movie history.
Yeah. He's in town. He's a sailor.
Another great Bill Murray line.
Yeah. Oh, backbreaking. Zooming up.
Wow. Woof.
Can you hold it?
Yeah,
Here
can
comes
he?
Mark.
Oh, wait,
Here comes Mark.
What the hell? No.
Yep.
I'm going to call a rigged re-race. No, rigged re-race.
Congrats, Mark.
Thank you.
You won third place. You got a sticker back coming. Big one.
You still got my address, bud?
Yeah, Alex
I believe I
second,
do.
backbreaking third, NorCal, Tom Riley, Deed,
Yeah. What do you call it? Pirate
Menardo
ship.
fell to 15th. And Mr. Elisha Hot Mess was last.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
All right, do we have anybody else come in? Are we still at 34? You're still at 34?
Well, hey, Rob, can you take my name out so I don't win again, please?
I can do that, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that'll be fair. Anybody can only win once tonight.
There
Yeah.
you go.
But again, thank you all for making me to get up to 800 subs. Thank you very much.
All righty, I've shuffled characters, Bill. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Go for it.
All right, guys, this is for second place.
Yep. This is a sticker pack with 40% Kennedy half and a
And a
Hollywood
40%
$100
bill.
bill.
Very dramatic theme song here. Dun, 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 dun.
I keep waiting for Jaws to swim up.
The part of it does sound like Jaws, Mark.
Yeah.
Just Be Cool's coming up. Let's see,
I
Allison.
wonder if I copy this and use this in one of my videos if I get a copyright strike. And we're all bunched up here.
Yeah.
Sandy's in the ATST backing off.
Oh, man, really?
Hard to tell. Mike's Coin Digs and FLX seem to be at first. Alice right there as a second. Oh, Myers also a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, isn't he? I believe so, yeah. Hey, Dog is my co-pirate. Nathan's up there. Danny, oh, here.
And we got 7 seconds.
There's Tony.
Oh,
Any
man.
fun with dirt?
Fun with dirt. Okay. Type in my
This gorilla's pretty proud of himself.
Yep, congrats, Tony.
Come on there. Tony, there's my email address. If you forget that, just go to my About page, and it's got my email address on there also. So, Tony wins second place. Congratulations.
If you have a difficult time finding Bill's address here, just go to my channel because it says "For a Good Time" email and have Bill's address.
Gourmet came in, Bill. You want me to add him?
Who?
Gourmet Barnaby. I always pronounce his name wrong. He's in our Sunday streams.
Where is he from?
I think he's here in the States.
Oh, put his name in. Oh, Jim, you were back at the bar drinking. That's why you didn't see yourself in there.
And you want me to take Tony out fun with dirt, Bill?
Yes, please.
There we go. Oh, we just jumped up 2 people. Let's see who came in.
Let's see. I don't see anybody. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't see anyone either.
Yeah, they must be just observing them because if they don't make a comment, they're not going to show up.
Yeah.
This participant list on the thing really helps a lot.
Yeah.
You just do like click, copy, paste, Rob, and put it over.
No, but it does it alphabetically, Mark, so it really helps you out. I've never tried doing the cut and paste with that. I should try that sometime. People tell me it works.
It's just the way I do it. When I do a duck race, I'll just click copy, paste it over, but you have to do a little bit of editing with it, but still takes less time than trying to type them all in independently.
Well, it won't let me copy unless it gives me the channel icon with it. So does it drop the channel icon? I'll try that
I don't
on
have
the
that
screen.
Yeah. Oh, mixed coins. Where is everybody from? I'm from the great state of confusion.
Well, he's very good at it.
Thank you, Rob.
I'm from no parking. I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Mike's from Northern Ontario, Canada. Wow, you're up there in cold weather country. I am in Tampa Bay, Florida, Mike.
Now I'm from Pittsburgh, PA, bud.
Jim Steele's in Ottawa one around.
Yeah. I don't think Jim Steele knows exactly where he's at.
Oh, he does.
That's all you can do, buddy. Not finding nothing, so just not making as many videos. I don't know. Just got to keep swinging. You just got to keep swinging, sir. I've had my cold streaks.
You can be drunk as a skunk, Mark, and you know when you're in Iowa. Corn, sorghum, and pigs. That's pretty much it.
Listen, they were on till 6:30 in the morning. Oh, I guess it was your time. Holy crap! Texas.
Yeah, NorCal. I was going to guess you're from Hawaii.
I like that, Barney.
NorCal's from Minnesota. It's still 1690 here. Yeah, that's interesting.
56 here in the UK.
Go to where Ryder says you go back 400 years.
Mr. Randy says West Virginia.
Oh,
I don't see any new names coming in, Bill.
I thought Randy put down 2 W's. Did you see you're in Wally World?
All righty.
Yeah, Jim, that sucks. You can't detect anymore.
I had a person leave a comment, Bill, on my beach video that I'm going to use as next week's poll question.
Yeah.
If you're hunting the beach, while you're metal detecting, would you rather find a clad coin or a piece of bling jewelry?
Oh, good question.
That is a good question.
That is.
Because I mean, you can get clad coins anywhere, but it's always exciting to find a piece of bling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you got to remember, there's some modern clad coins that are worth some big bucks because they're misstamps. So
yeah,
you never know. And now we're down to the wire. First place prize coming up.
We'll shuffle 3 times here to make this all fair. I can shuffle.
Yeah, me too, 717.
My computer shuffles 30 characters much faster than 140, Bill. All righty, we're good to go on my end, Bill.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. This is for first place. The sticker pack and the 90% silver half graciously provided by Mr. Bill Paparouse.
No, this is for, that was already given. This is
that's right. I'm sorry. This is for the neck. That's right, the camera holder. I'm sorry. The camera holder.
Camera holder.
Disregard.
Cool.
Disregard
Leonardo.
This actually is a pretty cool gift, Bill. A pretty cool prize.
Yeah, I figure somebody can really use it because what I'm getting, because I'm trying to cut back on as much weight as possible, and they have those 4K cameras now that, it's a head strap and fits right over your ear. I'm going to get one of those. That way, and I'm not even going to use the finger. They got one with a little remote, so you don't even have to touch the damn camera itself.
Well, I could definitely use that neck thing. That would definitely help me keep my camera out of the water.
Oh yeah.
Because when I was on the beach the last 2 nighs, last night I didn't want to go too deep, but I had my camera in my pocket, and every time a wave came up and came over my knees, I got nervous. But the night before, when I decided to spend about an hour in the water, I just put my camera in my backpack. So I couldn't, of course, I didn't get a signal the whole hour I was in the water, but if I would have had to reach off and take the camera out of the backpack. And yes, I do have one of those little camera pouches you put around your neck. But the problem is that the plastic is so sticky that once you put that camera in there, you can't move it. It won't slide at all. All right, we're down to the last 10 seconds here. We got Barney Taylor up front, but here comes Stay Puft with Chilling with the Bees. It's going to be Stay Puft for Miss Murray.
Wait, Diana.
Boom. That will be a nice addition to her metal detecting accessories.
Yeah. Congratulations, Diana. I just sent her silver too.
Well, hey guys, I'm going to jump back because my computer is glitching major time again.
Okay, Mark, thanks for coming up,
All right,
brother.
Mark.
Yep.
Talk
Nathan was second, and Tom Riley was third.
We'll
Oh,
see you
wow.
guys later.
Take care, Mark. Thanks for helping out till I got here, Mark.
Thank you for being here, brother.
Yep. Congrats, Bill, on the 800, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, oops.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, that was fun, Bill.
That was fun. Well, Diana, now you can use that. Make it much easier to do your videos with, believe me. My only problem was my camera was just way too heavy. But I like my camera, so I get one of the ones that for up here.
You know what I lost today, Bill? Or actually, I lost it yesterday. Just another Monardo move. Well, how am I going to preface this story? Because I don't want to give something away. I came back from the beach late Sunday night, and I threw my pouch and my pinpointer in the wash tub in the garage, along with my beach booties, and I cleaned everything up in the morning, and I went out to the vehicle, and I set the booties on the hood and my pouch and my waist pouch and my pinpointer on the roof of the vehicle to dry in the sun.
Yeah.
What happened was the little pouch holder for the pinpointer slid off the belt and was just laying there. And when I grabbed everything, I apparently did not grab the little pouch, or it had blown off in the breeze and the wind. So when I got to the beach last night, I go to put my pouch on, and the freaking holder, the holster for the pinpointer is not there. Apparently, the wind blew it off my vehicle, and I walked around all the neighbors' houses today, and I couldn't find it. So I had to order a stupid little pouch today, or holster for my pinpointer today off Amazon.
Let me show something. Diana says, yeah, but only if it fits my extra wide phone. I have the biggest phone made, the Samsung A03. And there is the camera mount. And that's with the case on it.
Diana.
Oh,
that'll work. That'll work great.
So I don't see where you have any problem.
Wow, Tom, you don't use yours? I would think that thing would be great to use.
Yep, I think I'm going to pick some more of these up for future giveaways. Yeah, I was going to do that Eurotech giveaway tonight, but one guy bought them all, so he basically just bought the detector. So.
Yeah, I heard you say that on your intro video. I think that's pretty cool, actually, Bill.
I did too. Plus, he's local, so I might have a digging partner too, besides John, Charlie's brother. So,
Maria, Amazon's wonderful. I went to eBay. I couldn't find anybody selling the little holster by itself. So what I was going to do was just buy one of those $19.99 knockoff GP Garrett knockoffs, and then just use their holster, and then do a video on the cheapo pinpointer in comparison to a Garrett. I was like, listen, if I got to pay $20 to get another holster, I might as well get the cheapo Garrett knockoff, and then take them to the beach and compare the two. But then I went on Amazon, and instead of typing in pinpoint holder case, I typed in pinpoint holster, and as soon as I typed that in, there were two websites selling the holster. So I got it for I think $10.93 or something.
Huh.
And 24-hour shipping. Bill will be here tomorrow by 2 or 3 o'clock. So if I want to go detecting tomorrow, it'll be here already.
Cool. Well, my pinpointers started dying, so I ordered a tech point. Some of these guys say, oh, they false a lot, but I'm hoping, I know they did when they first came out, so I'm hoping they got that fixed on the newer ones. But I wanted either rechargeable or something use double A's because I'm getting tired. That's the only thing I'll have left. It's 9-volt, and I don't want to buy 9 volts anymore. So it uses 2 AA batteries.
Gourmet, excellent. Thank you very much for letting me know. Got your package today. The silver dime is lovely. Glad
Diane,
you got it. Thank you, sir.
Diana,
Thank
does this
you,
give you an idea? Here
Thank
is
you,
the
Mr. Jason.
A03 Samsung, and this is a regular shirt pocket. That's how big the stinking phone is. It's way bigger
Hey,
than
Patriot, welcome, and MD Melbourne, welcome.
Jim.
I'm at work, but hardly working. That's the way to do it, Jim.
There you go.
Miss Mercury, I'll tell you what we do. We buy them. I buy them in a lot of 8 off of Amazon. That's your best deal to get the Amazon 8-pack of 9 volts. They used to sell them at the Dollar Tree store, 2 for $1, the 9 volts, and then they went to 1 for $1, and now they hardly even carry them anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't check it out, Pat. I just saw your picture, but I haven't gone on Amazon to check it out yet. But that is something I want to add to my metal detecting accessories and coin roll hunting accessories. Pat got himself a coin microscope today, Bill.
Oh, cool. I had one of those. I gave it away, but I want to get another one.
Danny Boy says, I spent $16 for 4 9-volt batteries, but they last a long time at Pinpointer. Yes, they do. But let me tell you something. You always want to make sure, even if I had to get one of those Dollar Tree 9 volts to throw in my metal detecting tub, accessory tub, just to have in case your Ever Ready Bunny or your Rayovac or whatever, the good Amazon one, just in case you go to dig that hole and you put it on the first time and it gives you that my battery's dying beep. Oh, that's just a suck ass feeling when you're out detecting when your pinpointer goes.
Yeah. The 9 volts I used to buy are these AC Delcos off Amazon. You get 12 of them for $15. And they have a 10-year shelf life.
Yeah. Yeah, Otis, you can get them there for $1.25 if they carry them.
Yeah.
Because if there's one battery they're always out of, it's a 9 volt because people like the other person said, they're $10. 9 volt batteries, you go into Jesus, almost any store, they're freaking expensive.
Well, I'd go there when I had my Harbor Freight because you could buy 6 AA batteries for $1. And they were pre-alkaline. I don't even remember what they made them. But that Harbor Freight 9 would get 100 hours out of 6 batteries for $1. You couldn't
Well,
beat
that's awesome. Yeah, Mike, you should, because I'm going to do that with my coin roll hunting. I'm going to start like Pat's doing. I'm going to start looking for error coins. I'm going to start looking for double dies. But welcome, PA. Jackson says, I'm good, PA. I'm eating watermelon. Oh, that would sound really good right about now. Well, Bill, I'm down 7 pounds, buddy.
Oh, congrats, Rob. That's good.
Tony says $6.54 at Walmart in use all year. There you go. I'll tell you something, Mike's. We were talking to Mayor Videos, Marlon, the other day, and some of the other Canadian channels on his stream. Holy crap, some of your guys. I mean, I thought our prices here in the U.S. were high.
Oh, no.
Canada's just crazy.
Canada and the UK, yeah, they're insane. And so is it in Australia where Jim is. It's insane down there, too. You can buy a house with cash, but you got to buy beef on loan. So,
Otis, thank you for asking. The fridge is out of here, sir. And I'll tell you what happened, Otis. A gentleman called me yesterday, and I could tell he was Spanish and he didn't speak very well English. I told him I had it, and he said his son had his truck, so he called me back today, and he said, "You still have it?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Okay, me and my son are going to come over." And they got here, and I could tell he was like a migrant worker. His English was bad, had an old truck, and just before he got here, it froze up because it was out in the sun, and the freezer got too cold, so it shut down. So what I did is I didn't feel right selling him a refrigerator he might have problems for. So when he gave me the money, I handed it back to him today. And I said, nope, I don't feel right in case there's any problems with this. So Otis, they were the first ones that came. I gave him the refrigerator today.
hi, Joel.
So
Thanks for stopping by, brother. You got it correct.
So, I'm not here to screw anybody over. I believe in the philosophy that every transaction should be a win-win for both parties.
Yeah.
If you get and it's cooled down after being in because it was so cold, the entire freezer froze up. So what I'm thinking is it probably shut itself off to keep from freezing. So if he goes home after driving the 45 minutes he drove to get here and he plugs it in, it works great. Good for them. If it doesn't work, then they're not out any money, and I don't have to feel bad about that.
PA
Good
just
evening, Mr. Joel. Got to go crash, but stopping in
just
to say hi. Thank you, Joel.
PA go online and download the good manual, not the crap that came with it.
You think if I drop my fridge off, don't even bring your fridge over here, Zaxon. I'm not telling stories about Denise's family, but her brother's coming over this weekend, this Sunday. He's from Ohio, and he hasn't been here in about 4 years. He's not a warm and cuddly kind of brother, and Denise would like her house to look really nice when he gets here. And number one in that regard was to get that freaking refrigerator off the pool patio. And I know she's probably, if he gets here Sunday, I know she's going to spend all day Saturday. She's going to pressure wash the pool patio. She'll pressure wash and clean the pool furniture. Yeah, I don't know what it is about women when somebody comes over their house. It has to be absolutely perfect. So there's Mr. Jeremy, who will be here in 2 nights. Jeremy, I'm trying to work to either get us out Saturday on one of the fields, or if I can't, Saturday at least part of the day Saturday, and if not, then Sunday after the live stream. We'll be detecting Sunday after the live stream. There you go. If it's freezing up, Rob, it's a thermostat. Mine was doing that too until I changed the thermostat. Thank you, Jim. That hopefully they'll look up or see that that's what it is. There you go. Very nice, Danny. See, Zaxon, I would have never thought of that. If there's no, plus it was also sitting outside in the sun, guys. I wanted to move it to the garage. So,
Excuse me.
Pat, it's funny, Pat. We actually fight over who gets to pressure wash the pool patio, Pat, because that's the fun job, pressure washing the pool patio. Norcal says I need to pressure wash the inside of my house.
That's bad.
Oh, my second job was an appliance repair tech. Well, I'll tell you something. That's a damn skill or trade worth having, because I mean, Frank, what does every house now have 5, 6 appliances? I learned how to fix my dryer that was only 2 years old. Yeah, that shouldn't have went out.
The only problem with doing it nowadays is most of that stuff, it's cheaper to replace it than repair it now.
Well, that's the phrase, Bill. They say we live in a throwaway world now.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. Denise will tell you guys. I have a problem throwing things away.
Yeah, well, me too. But when they tell you it's going to be $300 in parts and repair on a $370 appliance, you go, no. No.
Oh, it was her fault.
Now you get it if you got older machines with,
Oh, Jason, come on, man. Just write a new name on it, Jason.
Spray paint it, post silver, shaker again special. They'll look the same.
So you'll have a laptop to plug into appliances and diagnose them. Otis, some of these new appliances now that are smart fridges. First off, I don't want a refrigerator smarter than I am. I don't want a refrigerator that has a camera that can see into the living room. Okay, but I guarantee they can diagnose themselves, just like a Tesla or some other of these new modern cars that can do self-diagnosis now.
Oh yeah. Well, not only that, to repair them, you've got to have a laptop.
Like Jim says, they're all throwaway now.
You got to have a laptop with the software to diagnose it and repair it. So
there you go, Jason. Good idea.
Because I knew a guy that had been a repairman for most of his life, but when they came out with all the new stuff that you need a laptop and software and this and that, he had to retire. He couldn't deal with it because he didn't know his way around a computer. You did tell her you'd spray paint them both. Just get a can of old white wash for the fence and a brush and tell her you just brush it on. That'll really make her happy. Hey. Yeah, Zax, when you can, unless you get the higher end ones that have a lot of stuff in it that, you know, with a lot of different main boards, you got to be able to read what's going wrong with it.
PA, have a good night, buddy.
And even then, a lot of the electronics in the newer stuff is junk anyways. They make it lighter and cheaper all the time.
Danny boy, I didn't even know if they were anywhere up to near 10G. I thought Japan just got the 6G. Yeah, Otis says I'll be impressed when my fridge can bring the beer. Absolutely.
Alice, you're not married, Bill. Well, 4 times, Alice.
Oh my God, did you see that, Bill?
What?
Mike, who says he's up there, I think he said he's up there near Toronto or Ontario. The Xterra Pro was just under $400 in Canada. It's $270 here.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference, guys.
Actually, I got mine delivered to the front door, tax included, for $270. So, but they do have to do. I know there is an update in the works for the Xterra Pro. I just don't know when it's going to come out. I don't even get into cars, Jim. I got really pissed off when I had my Nissan Frontier.
Yeah, Jim, that's pardon my French, Jim. Yeah, that's bullshit. But some of you guys know that about 2 years ago, I was having problems with my truck. It went from running absolutely perfect to taking 30 to 40 times to start, and then it would only run for like 40 minutes, and then it would die again, and you have to let it sit for 15, 20, then it would start. I went to go meet Denise K at Clover Beach one time, which is a 40-minute drive for me. It took me 3.5 hours to get there. It was very frustrating. I left it with a mechanic for a week. All he did was hang parts on it, and he finally got it running. But then like 2-3 months later, it started doing the same thing again. I took it to a second mechanic. He couldn't figure it out. My neighbor Bob is a phenomenal mechanic. We put 8 new plugs in it, or 4 new plugs. Yeah, 8 plugs, because it's got the 2 plugs, and some of them aren't easy to get to on that Ranger. And then we put all new cables on. We put new distributor caps on. We put a bunch of new sensors on. Couldn't get the thing running right. And then Denise K finally said, "Rob, I've got a great mechanic. I keep telling you, bring it down to him." So that morning I went to take it to him. I couldn't get it started, so we had to wind up calling AAA. We towed it all the way down to the shop, which is like 40 miles away. And Denise and I were following the tow truck. We were about 20 minutes behind the tow truck. And Denise called me and said, "Where you at?" And I said, "We're about 15 minutes behind." And she says, "Your truck's sitting here running. He's got it done already." What do you mean he's got it done? I had mechanics have it for a week. She goes, "Yeah, he had it diagnosed in 10 minutes. He'll order the part for you."
Oh.
The airflow mass sensor. I will never forget that part now. The airflow mass sensor was bad.
Well, Rob, I had a 2001 Nissan Frontier Crew Cab 4-wheel drive, fancy truck, loved it. Then I went in to get it smog one time and it failed. The guy goes, "You got an oxygen sensor out?" And he goes, "Something, I don't even know what it is." And this was the guy that was one of the repair shops too for that stuff. And he goes, "I can't even find it in my manual." And the big machine, when they do the smog, it didn't show up in there at all. It only showed up on the handheld. Well, I love Nissans, but I hated that truck. The fact an oxygen sensor, everybody else makes theirs really easy to get to. Nissan, I had to tear the whole top of the motor off because they put the oxygen sensor under the intake manifold in the middle of the motor. That wasn't bad enough. The one part he couldn't find out, I looked it up. I don't know if you ever remember. I mean, you're older. Remember back in the 70s when they came out with a screen you put under the carburetor so it would give you better gas mileage because it atomized the gas? Okay. They actually have that in the cylinders and under the injectors now in motors, but it's not a screen. It's this little swirl control thing in each cylinder. That's what it was. It was one of those. The only problem was the way it came across sensor, it said you have one of these bad. It didn't tell you which one. 6 of them, $210 a piece, and I had to order it out of Japan if I wanted to replace it because those don't go bad. Well, mine did. So I asked the guy, I said, man, he goes, oh no, you can have one bad thing. You can still pass smog. He goes, you fix the oxygen sensor, you're good to go. I fixed the oxygen sensor. I put it up for sale, told him this is bad too, but you can still pass smog, and I sold it.
Probably a smart move, Bill.
I mean, I love Nissan Frontier. They're a great truck, but when it's, it's like, wait a minute, that is idiotic.
I'm glad you told me that because one of the vehicles I looked at was a Nissan
Frontier?
Nissan Xterra, Frontier Xterra.
Oh, huh. Well, the Xterra is the SUV. What year, though? It was later ones they fixed a lot of that stuff. But I had it was only the third year it was out when I bought mine.
Alice, no, actually, she had a pretty slow evening on the beach when I met her. She didn't come to the meeting. She fell at the flea market Sunday. She got her foot caught in one of her fold-up chairs or tables, and as it folded, it dragged her. And
oh, you're right, I'm NOx sensor, not the oxygen.
She wound up falling on her ass, bruising her ankle, splitting her elbow open. So she hunted with me Sunday night, but she was pretty hurt and she didn't find anything. I had a really good night Sunday night. Sunday night's going to be an incredible video.
Wow.
But she didn't find much. So then Monday night after our club meeting, I texted her and she says, "No, I'm not coming out, Rob. I'm not feeling up to it." So I did last night's hunt on the beach by myself, and I did it part of Clearwater Beach I don't usually get to. And I got 3 more pieces of jewelry last night. Nothing super exciting, but 3 more pieces of jewelry. So yeah, sorry to say she didn't find much there, Alice. We got there about 6:30. It took me a little longer to get down to the beach. I had more work to do in that refrigerator to get it clean, but I got there after dinner. But thank you for asking, Maria. Marty says, had a great weekend with Roe from Digging at Detecting the Heartland. Had a great conversation with Dog Tag, Doug, and Quarter Hoarder. Very cool, Marty.
Nice. Oh, I'm Jackson pointed out, I changed the NOx sensor, not the oxygen. Thank you. That's like, I always got the weird cars. And then I learned real fast that you'd normally check up on them. Remember the Ford Pintos?
Yeah.
Okay. They had 3 different size motors in them things, a 2000, a 2100, and a 2300. 2100 was an oddball. And I almost bought one the first year they came out till I saw that the starter for it was $600. I thought, freaking why is it $600? Okay, you ever seen a reverse Bendix starter?
No.
Okay, you know how your starter works? The gear pops out, engages. Well, these have a long shaft and it pulls the gear in. It was not only $600 for the starter, it was shop hours of 8 hours to change that starter because you had to drop the transmission and the bell housing. Well, the guy that was selling it had that done once, so he decided to sell the Pinto. When I started checking up on it, I'm going, yeah, I don't want that car.
I just want an old Chevy or GM engine that just everything just bolts on, everything's easy to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Otis, I don't need a vehicle that the main seal needs 1200. No.
Hi, Jeff. Yeah, no, get you there and back.
Thank you, Maria. I will.
And that's where I'm with you, Rob. When they come out with a decently priced electric vehicle, I'll go electric.
Hi, Jeff. Well, Tesla's got their one model down parity with some gas vehicles, and they're teasing that within 2 years they're supposed to be releasing that Model 2, which is the one under 25 grand. I think it's going to be like a compact. So we'll see. Okay, there's two questions here. Jason says he's considering doing the Detective in the Heartland next year. That is something I'm going to consider too. And then he says, hopefully I can make the next Florida hunt too. How can I say this very tactfully, Bill?
Forget about the FL hunt, Jason. How's that? I said it for you.
Bill said that. It was a fun time. It was a fun time, Jason. It was great seeing all the people I got to see. I met a few subscribers. The location was great as far as family friendly. Your kids would have had a blast there. But it was not historic and it was not old. And besides a few bottles, a thimble, and a couple of Wheaties, I mean, there wasn't like 1800s items found. There were no Indians found. There was no largies found. It was just a nice big open ground that people can go out and swing a detector. There was a lot of family stuff there. You know, the guy that had the property had a little carnival fair type thing. There were kids that did the you know, there was petting zoos. It was a nice, relaxing, fun, family-filled weekend. You know, it was in a place that everything was moderately priced in a small town in Florida, but it wasn't old ground like Florida Hunt 6 and 7. So right now, Jason, I have no idea what's going on with. I have no idea if there's going to be a Florida Hunt 10. I have no idea where it's going to be at. This one went from February to May because it took them a lot longer to find good ground. I didn't realize it. Excuse me, but Greg had a minor stroke last year, so he was recovering from that. So that took him a while. So that's what's going on with that. It was a fun time. Me and Kimberly stayed together. We had a blast. I almost killed her driving, but we survived that. We ate well. We had a fun time. It was great seeing Charlie and Brad. We got to go up to Gainesville on Sunday. I hunted some very old ground. I got an incredible World War II relic.
Whoa. Oh yeah, people. Just letting you know.
Rob, you think my 17-inch coil and CTX 3030? Just keep the 11-inch. Just keep the 11-inch, Jeremy. We're not going to be doing like any. We're not going to be doing like any cloud fields. We're just going to be doing some church fields.
And people, Rob's going to start the Bernardo School of Driving, only $199 a month.
That was a bad mistake.
Hey, it happens. You get older. I mean,
we should try to make it to the next Garrett hunt. That might not be a bad idea, Jason. I think next year it's in I guess you pronounce Des Moines, Iowa. You know, I got family out in the Kansas City area, so I can get out to the middle of the country.
Yeah, I heard those Garrett hunts are pretty good.
I've seen some Daft Fool use a Red Bull cans, big end shells. Yeah, you're not going to need a 17-inch coil down there. I mean, unless you're going to do the beach with it. I mean, bring it down. I mean, you're so comfortable with that thing. I almost dropped it when he handed it to me. It was so freaking heavy.
Yeah, I've never picked up a CTX, but everybody says they are heavy.
He handed it to me on Clearwater Beach, but I almost dropped it. It literally is like 7 pounds, and the Knox weighs 2.8 or something.
Yeah.
That's funny, Jason. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a few. I'm telling you, Jason, by next year for that Garrett hunt, Garrett needs to have another machine out by then. Yeah, yeah, I'd bring it for the beach, Jeremy. They have the DIV digging in Virginia and Central Virginia, usually near Culpeper. Fun note: it was named after a spy during the Revolutionary War. Very cool. Yeah, Virginia's not. I got family in Virginia. I got family in Maryland. Um, so I mean, like I say, guys, I planned on doing at least one trip to Kansas City again because that town of Warrensburg, that's about 45 minutes from Kansas City, where my sister is. I met Shane out there. The second or third trip I went out there, I drove that U-Haul up there for one of Denise's customers with all her furniture in it. Uh, they paid for my whole trip, so I had a week up there with my sister. She had an extra car for me to use after we turned in the U-Haul. I was in Warrensburg almost every day, and that was my first time I'd ever done a courthouse. I got 4 barbers within a 10-foot area. Probably one of the most exciting metal days of my life, and one of those barbers turned out to be an 1899. That was my first 1800 silver. Another courthouse I did in Missouri, I got my first 3-ringer. I also got 7 silvers off the one courthouse. I got a gold ring. Of course, I chopped it in half, an old vintage gold ring. I chopped it in half. I spoke to a jeweler, and he says it would cost more for me to solder that together and make it look good than what the ring's worth. But Missouri has been very kind to me.
Okay, Blitzstream Barnacles. Here's why. The Xterra Pro is waterproof to 16 feet. It has six detecting modes, plus all metal, 4 frequencies, and it's $270.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the same electronic info in it that the Xterra series or that the Equinox series does, and they made it waterproof for $270. How can you? We were talking about this on the Sunday stream 2 weeks ago. Could you imagine 10 years ago talking to some Garrett guy or a White's guy 10 years ago and say, hey, 10 years from now, there's going to be a couple of companies making a waterproof machine for $270. They'd have told you to go screw yourself. They'd have said you're smoking dope or you're high. They
Yeah.
were like, listen, no way there's going to be an underwater machine for under $300.
Yep.
That's good for 15, 16 feet.
Now, I will say one thing. The one thing they need to do, and it's supposed to be getting done, is that the BDI thing. They're supposed to have a fix for that coming up. So, because it's a little too jumpy. But I mean, if you set the detector up right, it's a great detector. And
Yeah,
that's
Jason. Yeah, they've got to do something to upgrade the AT line. I mean, everybody loves. I mean, every person who's got the AT Max or AT Pro, they still have them. They're using them 8, 10 years. They love them.
yeah,
And I mean, I started watching the Hoover Boys. All 5 of those guys had the AT Pro, and they were finding stuff left, right, and center. They found some great stuff. Look at uh, the blind treasure hunter Shane, still using his XT Pro after 8 years. Look how many old things he's pulling out of those rivers.
yeah,
It's a solid machine.
yep,
But yeah, Jason, Mind Lab is definitely trying to compete with the Simplex. That Simplex took a lot of business when people went with. I ran into a lady on the beach yesterday. It was a very nice lady, 38, 40, 42 years old, with about an 9-year-old boy, walking the edge of the beach looking for shells around 10:30 last night. Kid was just fascinated with my detector when I got a beep, and I went up just digging a pull tab out, but he was just fascinated with it. And his mom says, if he stays interested in this, what should I get him? I said, well, there's 2 machines under $300. There's one called a Simplex and one called an Xterra Pro. I said, they're both waterproof. They both have very good electronics in them. They're made by good companies. I said, either one would be good for him. And if he goes out 3 times and he doesn't want to do it anymore, I said, you could practically sell it for just about what you paid for it. Immediately, somebody would buy that. And she was like, thank you very much.
let me show Jason here. Jason, that is true. Here's an Xterra Pro right here. Plus, it has flashlight, vibrating handle, got cam lock with the square shaft. I mean, Great machine. Yeah, it's got a few little problems with the weed out, just like they always do. But $270, and I'm loving it.
Wow, he says it's half the money I paid for my Simplex. Blistering Barnacles, around here, those two are comparatively priced.
Well, he might have got one of the new ones. They're out now. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. They're doing the three of those now, aren't they, Bill, with the
yeah,
different levels?
yeah.
Marty says I was detecting Sunday morning out at that festival, and I turned around and met Tim Sawyer, who is Ringy from KG and Ringy. I just him and me, this old scout camp area, walked over and introduced myself.
Hi,
Marty,
man.
both those guys I met were pretty cool. I met KG and Ringy, and I met them at Florida Hunt 8. And when I came up to Florida Hunt 9 this week, I can't remember which one, but one of them walked by me and said, "Hey, guy, how you doing?" He didn't remember my name, but he remembered me from last year, and he said hi to me. Super nice guys. Oh, that's not good backbreaking. Yeah, Deej says the first simplex was only 240. How could you argue with a machine with that kind of electronics for 240? That was Simplex blew everybody away when they did that.
Yep.
You know, Jim, you're really right, Jim. We bitch about prices over here, Jim, but Denise here in Tampa Bay, Florida, got her first gas yesterday at 293. She found a station that was down to 303. She's got their membership card, and it's 10 cents off. So she filled up her car the other day for $2.93 a gallon. We've got some of the lowest gas prices, and I'm hoping now that gas around this area is coming down to $3. I'm hoping some of our food prices start dropping. You know, guys, Sunday, uh, Sadistic Picker, who's a super regular, always has some great comments on my Sunday stream. You know, he didn't know about the no politics rule, and he made a comment of, between Trump and Biden about the gas prices now, what they were 2 years ago. And somebody else chimed in, and then the whole room just caved in on these two guys. And I was like, whoa, 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 we don't do politics here. That'll get you thrown out fast. And, they didn't know. And the whole room jumped in and said, nope, no politics. And so, they were both nice about it. But he did say, or Sadistic Picker did said one thing: everything else is based on the price of gas. And if you think about it, everything in the United States moves by some of it moves by rail, but once you get inland, everything moves by truck or car. And if truckers are paying more, they have to pass that along. Um, so if diesel starts coming down, then hopefully some food prices will start coming down.
Jason, you'll like the sounds of the Xterra Pro. I mean, it's a mind lamp. And Tom, leaving any detector in a hot car all day is not good on the electronics.
Yeah, Tom, that's why a lot of people thought the Knoxes in Florida, there were more Knoxes being returned for leakage in Florida than I think the whole rest of the country combined. And why? One, it's freaking hot here.
Yeah.
Two, if you leave your detector in your trunk or your back seat because you want to be able to grab it and go, and get off work or something like Charlie does or Merrill does from New York Metal Detecting, and everybody got thinking, well, maybe those seals are heating up and expanding and then contracting. I mean, look at,
Drying out from the heat.
I hate to bring this up, Bill, but look at the space shuttle accident from 20,
Yep.
30 years ago. That was a $5 O-ring.
Yep.
It got
Yep.
down below freezing that night in Florida, which nobody figured it would do, and that O-ring contracted just enough that the high pressure fuel got past it. So
Yeah.
you lost.
If you go on any metal detecting website, the manufacturer, and ask one of their techs, is it okay to leave in the car? They'll tell you, no, don't do that because of the heat. Heat destroys electronics. I mean, when you're talking, if it's like you said, you live in Florida, if it's 100 degrees out, your car gets what, 130, 140, sometimes 150 degrees inside. Think what that's going to do to the plastic and the detector and the electronics, and it's just too hot for it. So they even tell you now, oh, if it's 110 degrees out, don't use your metal detector. It's not too hot for it. So,
I mean, I watched a YouTube short the other day. This guy was out scraping the ice off the back of his back window of his car, and he was drinking a hot cup of tea. And he says, "You know what? Let's make this faster." And he poured the hot cup of tea on that back window, ice, shattered the back window immediately.
when I was a kid, I had a neighbor that did that. The old guy didn't like me. I was a paper boy. And I'm walking by one day, and he had the Studebaker sitting there, and it was July morning, hotter than hell, and he turns the garden hose on. Boom! And I started cracking up. You little asshole. I go, Well, you're an idiot. I can't help it.
Yeah, Jim. We've never had gas here at $8. I don't know if it ever hit that in California, but even when gas was $4 here, it really didn't deter many people from driving the big trucks and the four-wheel drives and stuff here. We are just a truck country, Jim. And I think even though EVs here are taking off like wildfire, and I know they're taking off in Europe because gas is so expensive, I think I think when gas a year ago hit about $4 a gallon, and it did a few years, it did about 10 years ago too. Uh, a lot of people started looking for alternatives. So, you know, during COVID when gas was $1.99, yeah, nobody gave a crap because they, but a lot of people weren't driving. There was no cars on the road. But it went back up here to almost $4 a gallon, and that did spur EV sales here. But gas is $3 a gallon now here, and every day, Jim, there's just big, huge trucks going by. I mean, Americans love their big trucks.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, I see you're paying $2 for a quarter gallon, and but you got to remember, America, depending like in California or Nevada, where they have the smog laws. Yeah, we can drive them nice big cars, but that smog crap cuts the gas mileage in half.
Yep, Otis makes a good point. Um, Jeremy's listening to all his machines, and Jason says, "You're my hero."
Rob,
And
remember,
Jackson says, "I go 4x4 no matter the fuel prices we go because our fuel is cheap compared to a lot of other countries."
Rob,
Absolutely.
you ever seen that Mercedes smart car, the little two-seater? You could park two of them in one parking spot. Little dinky car.
Oh, I've seen the smart car. I didn't know it was made by Mercedes.
Yeah, they made the Smarties have something like smart car. Anyways, gas driven. In Europe, they get 80 miles to the gallon. By the time they got done smogging them over here, they're down to 40 miles to the gallon.
Oh,
So
I guess Tom said he
straight
left
in the
his.
car and ruined it.
I guess Tom says he left his detector in the car in heat, and it discolored the screen until he brought it in and cooled it down.
Yeah. You don't leave a detector, especially in Florida, in a really hot state. If you live somewhere where it's like 60 degrees most of the time, then it's fine. But you get
Wow,
super,
Jackson says 4.25 a gallon in California right now. From what I understand, that's a pretty good price in California.
that is.
Wow,
And
his Jim's vehicle runs a '98 premium.
we're
Jim, it
almost
used to be
$4 a gallon here in Tennessee.
10 years ago, Jim. If your 87 octane was $3, your 89 octane would be like 310 or 315, and then your 91 octane would be like 325. It wasn't that big of a difference, but now you go from the 87 to the 89, it's like a 25-cent increase, and if you go from the 89 to the 93 or the 91, it's another 40 cents. So our premium here, Jim, is about 60 to 80 cents more a gallon.
Yeah.
153 for regular. Now, is that a liter, Mike? Yeah, smog killed the muscle car era. Yeah. Deej says gas went up her way for Memorial Day from 359 from 299. Yeah, and that surprised me, Deej. Ours has actually come down in the last 10 days. But yet, what's funny, Deej, is you're out there in the Midwest, Deej. You're probably paying cheaper for Florida orange juice than we can get here in Florida. Liter equals a quarter gallon. Thanks, Jim. So if Mike's paying 153 for a liter, you times that times 4, so that's 6. That's about 6.25 a gallon. Holy crap! I couldn't afford that. Yeah, Tom says 329 here in Lakeland. Don't be surprised, Tom, over the next couple of days if that comes down 10 or 20 cents.
Liter equals. Jim, aren't you on the what do they call it? The imperial gallon? Isn't it 5 liters to a gallon? I noticed it wasn't.
09 of Mississippi. Good deal, Jason. Well, Bill, I think Charlie and I Sunday. I haven't talked to him about it, but I'm going to run this by him if it's okay with him. I think we're just going to do. I think we're just going to have a fun day Sunday, and just do a crap load of duck races, and let's just have fun with everybody.
There you go. Sounds good.
John, CZ Kid is here. Evening.
Nice. Easy. 612 what, Tony? For a gallon of gas where you're at?
No, he's adding up the 4 liters of gas
Oh.
at 153. I think 4.2 liters to the gallon.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bill, Denise's dad gets to come home tomorrow.
Oh, good. So he's doing good, huh?
So I'll have to be a little quieter starting tomorrow.
Aw,
Oh,
come
well, congratulations, Tom. I hope it's got reverse.
Rob, we really love hearing Denise yell at you for being too
Oh, I know everybody else thinks it's funny.
loud.
See, Bill, I've always been, I put 20 years in working 3 to 11. I've always been a night guy. I just like working. I just like being up nights. I'm probably going to do a box of halves when we knock off here.
Yeah.
But Denise gets up sometimes 6:30 to go to work.
And you're still up.
Yeah, so she's in bed by 9:30. Damn, Jim.
Yeah, I work I love working the swing shift because you had mornings during the week to go to the bank and do other stuff, and the stores weren't crowded, and yet you get off at a decent enough hour you could go do stuff. Yeah, and I liked working the weekends, so I'd have my days off in the middle of the week. That was perfect.
Jason, you ain't far from the truth, buddy. I may be doing it from the pool patio. Yeah. Bill, our we change shifts every 4 months, Bill. 3 times a year we did a shift bid, and one shift bid the department tried doing they tried a thing doing a 2-man squad because in Florida here all the police are 1-man cars, but they thought we'll try a 2-man car and we'll change the hours. So instead of me working 3 to 11, we worked 8 to 4, and that way we were on uh, during all your domestic times. We were on during your bar times and your late after bar, and that way for any domestic call or bar call, they were sent one of us. They had 3 2-man cars they tried. So I look at it this way. I got I get off work at 4. I could sleep till like 6 hours. I could sleep till 10:30, 11, and I had from 11 to 8. I had the whole day. It was like not even having a job.
Yeah,
All you did was work during your late night TV hours. So I was like, man, I have all day to do whatever I want. Go to work at 8 by 4. You get tired at 2, 3 in the morning. You get home at 4. Boom. I knew guys that couldn't get off work, and they would be so wired up they'd have to go do things or they'd have to drink to calm down. Not me, man. The minute I got off at 4 o'clock, I left that stress there. I just went crashed. But yeah, that 8 to 4 shift, one shift was.
a good one. Yeah, I remember. Well, like I told you, I knew all the officers back home, and they did a stupid thing because they used to do you worked a month graveyard, a month swing shift, and a month mornings. They rotate.
That's the way some departments do it. Yep.
Then they got this idiot new police chief decided, well, if the guys can do a month, they can do it by the week. Yeah.
No, your body's not going to adjust that like by the week.
And guys started dropping out like flies. So the mayor goes, what's going on? I remember I was sitting there, I could hear them because they didn't. I had to go in for certain things. And they're talking in the next room. And he goes, what idiot tries to make people work a different shift every week? Well, it'll work. He goes, it's not working. Well, I'm not going to change it. You're fired. That was a big relief to all the officers. Geez, that guy's an idiot.
Otis, I love detecting at night, buddy. I was on Clearwater Beach by myself last night. It was just so peaceful there with the water noise and the waves. It was just Otis, very enjoyable.
I've never detected a beach yet.
Mike says, I have a question. Does anybody have bagged milk besides me? Nope, not me.
Yeah, I like the swing shift. If I couldn't get swing, I'd work grave. I'd even prefer graveyard over mornings. So I work graveyards.
Yeah, Jason, that too. It's cooler, no bugs. I used to work from
3 month
3 a.m. to
rotation.
11.
That's pretty good, Jason. 3 month rotation gives you plenty of time to adjust. But,
Yes, it does take time, Mercury.
but when you go from a month to a week, it's like, what idiot thought this up?
Yeah, Miss Mercury, my drive home at 4 o'clock in the morning was nice. There wasn't a car on the road.
Nope.
Same thing when I come home from Clearwater Beach. I came home from Clearwater Beach the other night at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was the only car on the road.
Yeah.
We do 3 month rotations here, Bill. Yep, that's what we did here, Jason.
I did work one place where I worked from 2 in the morning to 10. That wasn't too bad. Because, like you said, I go to work, nobody's on the road, and when I go home, could do stuff, and all the rush hour traffic already made it to work. So,
Yeah, even working 3 to 11, you're driving home with nothing. And it's funny, Bill. Working 10 years, 3 to 11 in the police department, I never had to take a bank robbery call. I never, ever had a bank robbery call.
yeah. The only thing
Nobody robs a bank at 3 o'clock. For some reason, it's always 9 o'clock in the morning.
I worked one place where this poor guy Jesse that I worked with, we worked, we got off at 1 in the morning.
Good job, Jim.
3 times in the same week, he got pulled over by the cops. The only guy in the crew that didn't drink, and he was the only one that got pulled over because they thought he was leaving a bar. And he goes, the third time this week you guys pulled me over. I don't drink. I just got off work. Look at your reports. You pulled me over twice already this week. They never bothered him after that. That was so funny. Now here's 30 guys that get off and they're hitting the bar. Or they got a beer in their cars. They're leaving the parking lot. And the only guy that doesn't drink is the one that gets pulled over.
Have a good night, Miss Deej. Well, Jim, I'm glad you're working. I'm glad you're able to take it fairly easy.
Tony, I tried that 12-hour shift once because you'd work 3 days and get 4 days off. You were so burned out you couldn't do anything. Take you 2 days just to sleeping.
My buddy at Tampa PD that just retired, Bill, they worked 11 and a half hours a day, 4 days a week, and then they got 4 days off. But that's exactly what he said. He said, your first day home is your recovery day.
Yeah. No, I used to work 4/10 and half a day on Fridays, and that was bad enough. So, and then I did try the 12-hour shift. No, that ain't for me.
Yeah, Jason, and we wonder why we never see you anymore. I keep telling you, bud, you got you and PD Sandigger, Frankie, you guys got to work a little less, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you're an officer or a firefighter, that doesn't happen.
That's funny, Otis. Well, Bill, listen, it's 10:54, buddy.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Rob, for doing the duck races. Thank you for being a great co-host.
There you go, Jim. I've still got two cups of coffee left in my pot, Bill. I'm going to put another cup on, and I'm going to do this box of halves.
Are you going to do it online or?
No, I'm not. I'm too tired to do it online.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
I will do another box online soon, Bill. That was a fun night.
It was.
I will tell you what I'm going to do. I'll wait till I have 6 or 8 boxes in the garage, and then I'll open them. And then the one, if I have any of them has an ender, I'll bring that one in. So hopefully, because the other day this box I'm telling you is coming out, that's incredible. I got 3 enders, and I've never had 3 enders in a box before.
Nice.
And that box turned out to be incredible. So, yes, congratulations, Bill. Miss Mercury saying congratulations on your 800.
Thank you.
And we wish you many, many more. And hopefully, folks, please join us on Sunday morning. I'm just going to, if it's okay with Charlie, we're just going to have a fun day Sunday. People can bring up what they want. We'll do a bunch of duck races. I've had a whole bunch of people send me sticker packs. We'll do some sticker packs. We'll just have a fun day.
Great.
All righty, Mr. Bill.
Good night, Rob. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Thank you. See y'all later.